So here we are. They have got away with us early here in this women's 5,000 metres. 14 starters out there on the track wearing hip number 1, Leanne Pompiani. In 2, Gemma Maney. In 3, Rosie Donegan. In 4, Madeline Hills. 5, Camille Buscombe. In 6, Celia Sullivan. In 7, Talia Hayes. In 8, Samantha Phillips. 9, Caitlin Adams. In 10, Eloise Wellings. In 11, Emily Brinkacek. In 12, Lara Hamilton. In 13, Jess Trengrove. And in 14, Melissa Duncan. So this will be a very interesting run here. We've got some athletes out here with A qualifiers, Maddie Hills and Eloise Wellings, both with A's. The other athletes in the 5,000 metres who have qualifiers, Lyndon Hall and Heidi C, aren't competing in the 5,000 metres. We've got Camille Buscombe, who's been selected for the New Zealand team. Jess Trengrove already for the Australian team in the marathon, and Celia Sullivan in the 10,000 metres. So we've got 2 times that we need to put on the board, 15:45:50, and that's the B qualifier, and 15:22 is your A. So if it goes 1-2, Maddie Hills and Eloise Wellings, if they cross the line in those positions, they're both going to be automatically nominated. But there's our athlete from New South Wales, Lara Hamilton, currently leading the field. Trengrove, Buscombe, Wellings and Hills. That's your first 5 as a go around with 11 laps to go. .79 seconds through that first lap, so not lightning fast at the moment.
So still Hamilton.
But it's still Lara Hamilton from New South Wales. Trengrove, Buscombe, Wellings and Hills, then Sullivan. Brinkacek there in the 7th position currently. So it will be interesting. A lot of athletes moving up and down in distances. Mel Duncan there just on the rail, currently mid-pack. But it's a New South Wales athlete, 20-year-old, leading them through the field. 76 seconds for that lap there. So I think, as you can see, the range between first and last, not huge at the moment. So not super quick. No one really stamping their authority. Obviously, a few of the athletes with qualifiers sort of letting the youngster take the lead at the moment.
Yeah, Hamilton's out there, but the pace, as you said, the pace isn't really on here. The field's sort of together. It's not really stretched out, as we've seen earlier today with some of the other races. So this could end up being quite a tactical race. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out as the laps go on. But Hamilton from New South Wales, she's out in the front. Trengrove just sitting in behind her, followed by Buscombe and Williams. Sullivan's there as well. Sullivan coming off that brilliant run at Zetterbeek, taking the 10K title. She's back here to see if she can take the 5K, do the 5 and 10 double. And as they roll around, it's Hamilton, Trengrove, Buscombe, Wellings and Sullivan. Madeline Hill, she's just sitting back there. She's starting to make her way up a little bit now. She'll start to move up with the leaders. I'm sure she wouldn't want any moves to take place while she's towards the back of the field, so she'll do the safe thing, move up, just so she can keep an eye on the leaders there. It's a quality field here in this women's 5K.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said, a lot of athletes coming up and down from a lot of different event groups out there. When I say event groups, distances getting around. We can see, though, just if you might see them as they come around this Bell Lap, you'll see a bit of the high jump in the men's decaf. Cedric Dubler clearing 2:10, and Josh Connolly clearing 2:16. So the bar now moving up to 2:19. That is his PB. He jumped to. So Josh Connolly is a high jumper. Was previously a high jump, now a decathlete. Jumped to 2:16 to make the World Junior Championships in Bydgoszcz in 2016, and since then has been transitioning into the decaf. And obviously still can high jump.
Most certainly can. Obviously, training for the other events hasn't affected his high jump skills.
A 2:20 is a B qualifier for the high jump.
Jeez.
So he's looking very, very good at the moment. That would really help out his scores.
So it looks like a little bit of a group's now forming here in this women's 5,000 metres. Trengrove off the front, Buscombe, Wellings, Hills, Selahern, Duncan and Brikacek. What a leading 7 we have here. This is definitely anyone's race. All 7 of these women's have what it takes to take out this 5,000 metre title. And as we said, there's 4 athletes with a qualifier, and 2 of those are not in this field. So
Exactly
Hills
right
and Wellings have the qualifier. They have the A standard. Lyndon Hall and Heidi C both have a qualifier themselves. Lyndon an A and Heidi a B. So there's a few athletes in this 7, 5 to be exact, that don't have a qualifier, and obviously they'll be looking to try and quicken this pace because they need to get towards at least that B standard if they want to find themselves on this team.
But you've got Celia Selahern out there at the moment. She was selected in the 10,000 metres after winning the Zatopek. Apparently she's the Park Run Australia record holder.
There you go.
15:57 is what she's done in that park run, which is pretty handy. So you put that out onto a track in a race like this. Coached by Scott Westcott.
Yep.
The visionary of the Hunter Track Classic.
Yep.
When it was brought back. And then again, Jess Trengove, already selected in the marathon. Camille Buscombe, the New Zealander, maybe doing the double. I want to check my sources there, but could be doing the 5:10 at the championships in a few months. So, and Emily Brikacek, a greatly experienced athlete, as well as Melissa Duncan, making her way back from injuries. Australian record holder in the 1500 indoor.
Yep. Pretty sure Brikacek has gone 15:13 previously, so she has achieved that time that the A standard is, but obviously not within the qualification period. So she does have the ability to go that 8 standard, but I think we're going to need to see this pace start to quicken as the laps go on. And it's still this lead group out in front, 7 athletes. Go through them again. Trengrove, Buscombe, Wellings, Hills, Selahern, Brikacek and Duncan. Buscombe is that New Zealand athlete. The rest all Australian. As we see, Wellings starts to make a move. She goes to the front. Buscombe sits on the shoulder. Trengrove shuffles back. A little bit of argy-bargy going on in this women's 5,000 metres. Selahern moves up on the inside of Trengrove. Tries to better her position on the rail. Hills starts to move around the outside. She's had a great little run here, Hills. Done everything. She's been safe through. She's just run a race on the outside of lane 1. Stayed out of trouble. And she moves herself into 3rd position. But it's Wellings now out in front. Previous leader, Trengrove, she's back in 5th now. But still, this is a group of 7 as they roll around. 1,800 metres to go in this 5,000 metres. As these laps go on, this is going to start to build further and further towards a sprint finish, unless one of these athletes makes a move with a couple of laps to go before home.
Yeah, just confirming my sources there. Buscombe named in the 10,000 metres only for the New Zealand team, so I'm not sure if there is scope to add her to the 5,000 metres. She's part of the team, so the quota won't be affected. But there's our two A qualifiers from Australia in 1 and 2 currently. Buscombe, Duncan, and then back to Sullivan, Brikacek and Trengove now just dropping off the pack as the pace starts to quicken. So they go through. They've dropped another 73, so it is starting to get a little bit quicker through the 3K in 9:33.72.
Oh.
Okay, I'm down here with Emmanuel, who's just booked his tickets to the Commonwealth Games. That was a very, very tough competition. Two of you came in with the B standard. You knew you had to win the competition. How are you feeling right now?
Over the moon, Tamsin. It was just an unbelievable feeling. Like, I just got to thank God, my family, my coaches. Like, it was just amazing. Like, shout out to Connor Sheen. He's having a birthday today. Well, during the next couple of weeks, it's going to be great.
Okay, so coming into this season, was your goal obviously to make the Australian team for the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah, definitely. Like, it was such a great trip, like Canberra, getting that B qualifier centimetre, and then moving through, like, so grateful that yesterday I wasn't jumping well, my heel was bad, and then coming out doing this, it's just an unbelievable story.
Well, and there was two of you coming into this competition with the B standard. You both got it at the Canberra meet. You knew that you had to perform here today. What was the track like? Obviously, you're going to be out here in 8 weeks' time competing at it. Do you like the pit?
Growing to like the pit. Triple Jump's a very hard event. The track's still a bit hard, but I'm pretty sure that I'll get checked out, all fixed up, and I'll be ready to throw out a big one.
Well, that's interesting because the sprinters, we love the Mondo track, but obviously with jumpers, it's a few things. That's why a lot of the sprinters call it Cripple Jump. It's a very tough event. But what will you do now preparing for the Commonwealth Games? You've got 8 weeks to prepare.
No clue. Haven't talked to the coach. We've just been thinking about today and just getting through it, and I think probably straight after I could text you or send you a tweet about it, but yeah.
Okay, final question. What are you going to do to celebrate tonight?
I am going to listen to Kendrick Lamar's Black Panther album and just sit back and relax. So that's it.
Well, you've earned it. Well done, Emmanuel. You are going to the Commonwealth Games.
Thank you, Tamsin. Have a good one.
Excellent work there. Maybe I'll have to get the album too. But this real 5K really is starting to open up. Camille Buscombe has been dropped off the back at the moment. There's a bit of Brikacek getting a bit of checking there on the feet, but they are starting to wind it up. That was a 72 that last lap. Gone through 4K in 12:38. Maddie Hills out in front. Wellings is still there. Sullivan and Brikacek. Mel Duncan now starting to just lose touch to that group of four. But Maddie Hills looks very, very comfortable out in front.
Yeah, she does. She's looked comfy the whole race. Obviously, she sat back for the first half of the race and then started to move up towards the front. And here she is on the front of the pack with only 500 metres to go. There's a little bit of a check before also with Wellings and Sullivan. And as Wellings starts to come through, she's starting to make a move. She's moved to the front of the field here. It'll be interesting to see how the other women respond. Brikacek starts to move around the other athletes. She goes past, but Wellings is still in the lead. Bell lap. 400 metres to go. Wellings starts to move away. She's making a move with 400. Sullivan starts to go with her now, as does Hills. Brikacek's trying to hold on, but the other three athletes are starting to move away. Wellings still in front. Here comes Hills and Sullivan. They start to move up. 300 metres to go. Sullivan looking great here. Also is Hills. Wellings still in front though. She's starting to hold on. She's gritting her teeth. 250 metres to go.
Here we go now. This is the race. 15, 45, 50. Doesn't matter if Sullivan can get under that time and take the win. She can book herself there into another race. But we've got 2 A qualifiers. Sullivan now starting to move around the outside. This could be Zatopek all over again here. Maddie Hills coming around the outside. Sullivan grinding all the way to the finish line with 100 metres left to go. She's found another gear, kicking away down the home straight. Really, really getting those arms and working her way. This could be a B qualifier. she could get herself onto the plane. We have a B, an A, and an A, but Celia Sullivan taking the win. She won the 5. There it is, the 10 and the 5, 15, 34, 42 unofficially. That is about 10 seconds under the B qualifier.
So it's definitely a B.
Maddie Hills finishing in second with an A qualifier. She's automatically nominated as well. And I'm sure Eloise Wellings will find herself out there. I can't say anything about that, but with an A qualifier in third place, that's pretty handy.
Yeah, she's in a good position. Obviously, it's a discretionary call by the selectors. They'll go back, discuss it, but Sullivan and Hills, automatic nominations. I love giving out automatic nominations. I feel like we're the ones giving it out. Here you go. You can have a nomination. You can have a nomination.
Oh, I would be handing that to everybody. If that was possible. But just that grit and determination from Sullivan, just to find that extra leg speed and pull herself all the way down to the finish line in a huge run there. That is brilliant running. A 68-second last lap there. 15, 34, 42. The official time there for Sullivan. Maddie Hills 15:35.50, Eloise Wellings 15:37.47, and Emily Brikacek 15:43.67. So that's a B qualifier as well.
Jeez, how's that? You run a B qualifier.
And you finished in fourth place. Melissa Duncan in fifth, 15:48.03. Camille Buscombe 15:49.55. Jess Trengove 15:54.81. That's your first 7 across the line in this women's 5,000 metres. And we did mention before, the men's 5K was amazing. We were hoping the women's could live up to it, and it did. It delivered.
Definitely it did. You know, both of the 5Ks have been probably some of the races of this championship so far. So as you see, you know, there was the 7 athletes. They broke away. They moved away from the rest of the athletes. But then these 3 athletes really tussled it out over the last 400 metres, and Sullivan's come away with the victory.
Yeah, tough running there, right on the outside of lane 1. Hills having to move even wider to try and get through, but just the grind and determination from Sullivan to get herself all the way to the line in such a quick time.
And that's the thing, it's not really a grimace on the face, it's a determination. You see the determination on the face. She's like, this is my race. I'm taking the win here. No one's stopping me.
And there you can see she crossed the line first in the 10,000 metres at Zatopek. Crossed the line first in the 5. She's done the 5-10 double. Brilliant running there from the Newcastle product. And there you can see up on the screen now the official results in that women's 5,000 metres.